please remain standing for the national anthem.
أهلا وسهلا بكم في حفلة تخرج مدرسة مايو سنة 2019. Thank you.
Dobrodošli na maturu Srednje škole Mayo. Srećni smo što ste došli danas. Baruchim habaim letekes hasiyim shel Mayo High School kital payim v'teshasre. Mazal tov v'tata rabah l'kulam.
Nashon Glube Hu Pahoya, Bijon Shani Shadata Gong, Dobilu Mayo High School graduation. Choapa Go Draw, Wachao.
ជាកិច្ចដំបូងខ្ញុំបាទសូមគោរពលោកនាយកលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូអាណាព្យាបាលសិស្សប៉ាម៉ាក់បងប្អូននិងសិស្សានុសិស្សទាំងអស់ជាទីគោរពសូមស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់កម្មវិធីទទួលវិញ្ញាបនបត្របញ្ចប់ការសិក្សារបស់វិទ្យាល័យមេយ៉ូនៃឆ្នាំសិក្សា 2018-2019 ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានសេចក្តីរីករាយសោមនស្សជាខ្លាំងដែលបានឃើញអវត្តមានអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាមកចូលកម្មវិធីនេះជាពិសេសប៉ាម៉ាក់និងក្រុមគ្រួសាររបស់ខ្ញុំហើយខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមថាអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាចូលរួមដោយភាពសប្បាយរីករាយក្នុងកម្មវិធីមួយនេះសូមអរគុណ
안녕하세요. 이친 치고 니온 메요 고든 항요 오신 교수울 헌영 하브니다.
Sabadi Pinong Kapachao Yindi Tuk Tuntan Tima PT Konchop Suksa Kong Mayo High School P Song Pan Sikao.
大家好，欢迎来到美奥高中2019届高三毕业典礼。谢谢大家，祝各位高三学生顺利毕业，谢谢。Assalamu alaikum kusoo dhawaada qalin jimiska Mayo High School sanadka 2019 waxaan ku faraxsanahay inaa maanta waqti nala soo qaadataan.
Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de Mayo High School 2019. Gracias por estar aquí.
Magandang hapon po at sa inyong lahat, maligayang pagbati mula sa klase ng mataas na paralaan ng Mayo taong 2019.
खुश आमदीद इस तकरीब में आने का बहुत शुक्रिया
Chào mừng quý vị đã đến đây dự buổi lễ tốt nghiệp của trường Mèo năm học năm 2019.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí Mayo High School Graduation 2019. Inú wa dùn pé ẹ wá bá wa yọ̀. Thank you.
Witamy na ceremonii zakończenia roku szkolnego klas maturalnych 2019 w Liceum imienia Mayo. Cieszymy się, że jesteście tutaj z nami.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Alexander, and I'm the senior class president of the class of 2019. On behalf of the staff and students at Mayo High School, I would like to welcome you to the 2019 graduation ceremony. We are very happy to have you with us as we celebrate this special occasion.
Good afternoon. My name is Tom Olson, and I'm honored to be here addressing you as principal of Mayo High School. It is my pleasure to welcome you, members of the graduating class, Mayo and district staff, Superintendent Munoz, representatives of the Board of Education, members of cabinet, parents, relatives, and friends, to Rochester Mayo High School's 53rd commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2019. Before we begin our addresses this afternoon, I'd like to thank our student musicians and their directors for sharing their talents with us. The band, under the direction of Mr. Aaron Cole, the Southtown Singers and our Mayor Concert Choir, under the direction of Mrs. Jennifer Humke, I would also like to take a moment to introduce those on stage with us today, and I would ask them to stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until they have all been recognized. Superintendent Mr. Michael Munoz, Ms. Julie Workman, school board member, Mr. Travis Bain, assistant principal, Ms. Carrie Eckert Hawkinson, assistant principal, Mr. Jeff Whitney, activities director, Ms. Deb DeYoung, teacher, Ms. Diana Carter, teacher, Mr. Jamie Gatke, teacher, Mrs. Jennifer Humke, teacher, Mr. Aaron Larson, teacher, Ms. Kathleen Norman, teacher, Mrs. Elizabeth Smith, teacher, Ms. Tammy Shazinski, paraprofessional, Lisa Alexander, senior class president, Sydney Clark, senior, Skylar Keckley, senior, and Bennett Olkers, senior. As a reminder to our guests today and for the sake of our graduates, I would like to request that we place all of our cell phones on silent at this time. Before we continue, I would like to recognize students in the audience today who will be joining the armed forces after graduation. Please stand at this time. I would like to thank all of you in advance for your service to our country and wish you the best of luck in your future. I'd also like to have a moment of silence for those students who started with this class in kindergarten, have passed away, and are no longer with us today. Thank you. This time I'd like to welcome Ms. Eckert Hawkinson, who will be introducing our first student speaker.
Our first speaker is Lisa Alexander. She is the daughter of Alex and Priya Alexander. As a student at Mayo High School, Lisa participated in debate, Model UN, student government, Key Club, and Girl Scouts. Lisa's interests outside of school include singing in the Bella Voce, taking pictures of way too many things, eating taco jeds, and spending as much time with friends as possible. Next year, Lisa will be attending probably college. She tends to change her mind from time to time. Lisa's speech is entitled Wherever We Go. Please help me in welcoming Lisa Alexander.
Hello, class of 2019. When we first came to high school, I think many of us knew exactly what to expect. I, for one, was obsessed with academic success. I thought I would continue to have 100% work ethic, had the singular goal of going to a great college, and never dreamt of skipping class, regardless of what the reason was. The fact is, although we all developed academically, we all became the people, and as scary as it is to say, the adults that we are right now. We became more than the A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's on our skyward. We learned what it meant to be responsible, accountable, kind, and fair. That is what's so special about Mayo High School. It's not about the hours of homework in calculus or cramming for random tests. It's about what we learn as people and how these 4 years have shaped us into who we are today and prepared us for the path, whatever path we take, college, profession, whatever. But what is it exactly that instills these values into a person at Mayo? That's hard to put a finger on, but I do know one thing for sure. Between raising $60,000 for GOFA, electric football games, Mr. Norman's Where's Mayo Wednesdays, and more, Mayo High School has an atmosphere beyond compare. Between the small arguments that we might have with administration or frustration with different assignments and challenges that we have faced here, we have created strong characters for ourselves to help us carry forward. And we may have learned how to write the standard form for parabola or analyze Candide and humanities, But we owe our teachers much more than that. When we argued and disagreed, you teachers taught us a little bit about the adversity of the real world. Or you would send us to the office, also teaching us about the adversity of the real world. Many teachers taught us how to stand up for what we believed in, even if it meant challenging the big man himself. You taught us how to be there for one another when we faced school tragedy and heartbreak. You left your doors open when we needed it and let us sit in a comfortable silence. Whether we loved you or we felt the opposite, you teachers taught us close to everything we need to go on from here. So, back to the question, what is it that makes Mayo High School so unique? Yes, it is unique that our building is shaped like a donut, but I would say that it is much more about the filling. It is about the unbridled passion for humanity that shines through our halls. It is about the Mamma Mia star, the talent show rock band, and the Moody Math Challenge participant. It is about the football team that wins the homecoming game for us and sends students rushing onto the field. It is about the students that walk for climate change in freezing temperatures, the people who quite literally risk severe injury to win the seatbelt challenge, and the seniors that wear full penguin costumes during school for absolutely no reason. It is about the up-and-coming YouTube stars that vlog between physics lessons. It is about those who create clubs that focuses range from eating bread on Thursday mornings to watching anime to classical debate. It is about both those that share a simple but necessary smile in the hallway and that person that decides to roller skate around our circular halls blasting a boombox. It is about our diverse interests, abilities, and characters that will go on to build strong families, create scientific innovation, create friendships that are going to last a lifetime and that will send people to the White House. It is you, us, we, the students, the parents, the staff, and the people of Mayo High School that create this atmosphere of acceptance that cannot be compared. It is you, class of 2019, that makes this a place that I am so proud to call my school. So when we look back at these 4 years, we may not have been correct in our initial impressions. We may not have always been on top of our academics. We may not have always been to class when we were supposed to, and schooling may not have been our first priority. But because of our years at Mayo, we never failed to learn. Every day for the past 4 years, we have learned a valuable lesson that is unique to every single one of us. We have learned what it means to be ourselves and to be a Spartan. And that is a lesson that I hope we will all take with us wherever we go. Thank you.
Our second student speaker today is Sydney Ann Clark. Sydney is the daughter of Nathan and Christy Clark. While a student at Mayo, Sydney was active in symphonic winds and concert orchestra. Her senior year, she was selected as a drum major for marching band. Sydney also served as a member of the Rochester Youth Commission. Next year, Sydney plans to attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities and explore majors in English, creative writing, and music. During her 4 years at Mayo, Sydney is most thankful for Mr. Cole, Mr. Swaygarden, the Beatles, and of course, coffee. Her speech is entitled, Generation of Resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Clark.
Hi, guys. Right. Hi, my name is Sid Clark, and I am a member of the Mayo High School class of 2019. For those of you who haven't been, I recommend at least one trip to the Rochester DMV. The plastic chairs are exceptionally uncomfortable, and the line is no less than a quarter-mile long. But there is no more pure expression of fear or loathing than that which can be found on a 16-year-old about to take the driver's test. My first experience with the Rochester DMV was about 2 years ago. As far as I was concerned, obtaining my license would be a life-changing experience. My social popularity would skyrocket at an unprecedented level when I could casually offer my friends rides to movie theaters or coffee shops. It was a time when my 2003 van without air conditioning, looked like a Maserati. I was so sure that I was going to pass my driver's test on the first try that I informed my bus driver, Dan, the night before, that he wouldn't need to stop at my house anymore. I started the test right on schedule, and I felt like everything was going according to plan. That is, until the dreaded parallel parking portion, during which I bulldozed all 4 orange cones and broke one, which has not happened in 25 years. My sentence? Another month riding the school bus, and Dan's daily expression of disappointment. Frankly, I do not remember the second time that I took the driver's test, except that due to a rush of adrenaline and caffeine, I ran a red light and then proceeded to provide some amount of snarky commentary. The next day, Dan remarked, quote, "Have you thought about getting a bike?" The third try is the charm for some people. For me, it was the time that I confused park with neutral and nailed a pedestrian in the parking lot. Don't worry, the only serious injury was to my dignity. But by this point, I was positively convinced that some divine figure had marked me as a social pariah and cursed me to an eternity of smelly bus rides, social exile, and eventually death. As a skeptic, I believe that some mysteries are best unsolved. Like, for example, what is Cheese Whiz made of? Or, how did I, almost a year after my 16th birthday, pass my driver's test? Perhaps it is for the best that we never know. But in some ways, my fellow classmates and I are here because we passed government and because a benevolent gym teacher took pity on us during the cardio unit. But in a very real sense, I believe that we are here cap and gowned because we failed the driver's test 3 times. We lost the championship game, we got broken up with the week before the dance, and bombed that 1 semester chemistry exam. But we are not who we are, and we are not where we are because calculus has ever been easy or because we had the concerto competition in the bag. We are here because we did all the hard things, and sometimes we won, but more often we lost. As I look into the future, I find myself spending less time reading about unemployment statistics and debt trends. No, Mom, maybe philosophy isn't going to work out. Maybe not even pre-med or carpentry or any other pursuit that we're going to try. But we are not a generation of birthright brilliance or God-given perfection. We are a generation of resilience. And our failures have become the stories which define us, the ones that have made us more compassionate and stronger. Whether behind you is a trail of flattened traffic cones or rejection letters, it is just at the moment when hope seems most absurd that it is most imperative. Sometimes it might look like we're never going to figure things out, but I hope I speak for us all in saying we are proud of our bruised knees and our imperfect GPAs and the failures which have meant more than a success ever could. Congratulations, class of 2019. We did it.
Before I introduce our next speaker, I would like to take a moment to recognize a special group of people who've been instrumental in helping these seniors reach the achievement that we are all here to commemorate. In addition to the Mayo staff, middle and elementary school staff are here to honor and to celebrate the Mayo High School class of 2019. At this time, if all teachers and support staff in attendance would please stand, and I would ask the audience to join me in thanking them for all they have done for today's graduates. Each year, a member of our faculty addresses the graduating class. This year's speaker has spent the last 28 years teaching the students of the Rochester Public Schools, the last 21 of them being at Mayo High School. Her teaching mission centered around seeking education through adventure. In addition to her teaching tenure, she has participated in the longest continuous river study in the U.S., has rafted and canoed the Colorado River from its source all the way to the Grand Canyon, has learned about marine biology and geology while cruising on a Navy research trip, and has participated in the Ranger Teacher Program at Canyonlands National Park. Each of these opportunities have allowed her to complement her own students' journey through biology using real-world application. Please join me in welcoming Miss Deb DeYoung.
Greetings, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2019. Congratulations to you on your achievement. Gratitude is a quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. We associate gratitude with thanking family, friends, people who serve our country, educators, caregivers, and others who assist us in our daily lives. Showing gratitude is heartwarming for the person who gives thanks and heartwarming for the person who receives it. So what about gratitude towards things in life, like Earth? Earth, our home. Concern for it is directly tied to our own well-being. Its gifts are oxygen, water, air, soil, shelter, all the things we need to live. Henry David Thoreau said, "In wildness is preservation of the world. It nourishes people in energy, strength, courage, independence, a new alertness, a way of seeing that penetrates ordinary expectations, joyous gratitude that goes beyond mere gratefulness to a state of grace." I've been thinking a lot about gratitude. Gratitude for many years of teaching students like you year after year. The hope of your lives from now and into the future. I'm grateful for that. But back to the earth. Kathleen Dean Moore is a professor of philosophy and an author of Environment. And in her book, The Pine Island Paradox, she says, gratitude is a kind of seeing, an awareness of the magnitude of the gift of earth, to see the world gratefully, to be endlessly surprised by the bare fact of it. Its beauty, the power, and everlastingness. Gratitude is attentiveness. Is gratitude a moral obligation? I would say it is. The obligation is owed to the earth itself, to be grateful to live a life that honors the gift, to care for it, to keep it safe, to use it and protect it from damage, not to discern or ignore it, but to use it respectfully, to celebrate it, to honor it, to work in 1,000 ways in our use, not just in words, but how we live our lives. Our health is dependent on our earth. Honoring the earth is a way of honoring humanity. Class of 2019, remember to honor your gifts and live your life of gratitude.
Mayo High School would like to welcome its next speaker and thank him for his leadership, support, and many hours of attending our events and honoring Mayo High School the way he does each and every year. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Michael Munoz.
Board members, colleagues, and faculty, family and friends of the graduates, students, other guests, and most importantly, members of the Mayo graduating class of 2019. It is with great pride that I address you today as you complete your career at Rochester Public Schools and begin your next part of your journey. This year, all of your first became your last game, your last concert, your last performance, and your last day of high school. All of these moments, whether your first or your last, have provided you and your family with so many wonderful memories. Each of them should demonstrate to you that your years of hard work and years of their support and guidance have been worth the effort and time. They have coached you and supported you, challenged you and encouraged you to believe in yourself and in your abilities. The role they will now play may change, but they will always be an important part of your lives as they step back a little. But continue to provide the guidance and support you will need. Dr. Martin Luther King once said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love." As the class of 2019, you have embraced his words and have promoted goodwill and have worked over the years to improve the lives of so many others in our community. Regardless of what you have planned for your future, I encourage you to continue serving others and look for ways to make your community a better place. The problems in our world today are becoming more complex and challenging, so the more we reach out a helping hand, the better our world will be for everyone. So my challenge for you today is, no matter what path you choose, always include helping others as part of your journey. Think about how you can use the power of service to make a positive difference. As Dr. Seuss said in his book, The Lorax, unless someone like you cares an awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. I look forward to hearing and seeing where your journey takes you and how each of you will make our world a better place. Finally, I'd like to finish with this quote. Behind you are your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. And within you, all you need. Thank you for everything that you've done for our district and our community, and congratulations, Mayo High School graduates of 2019.
Congratulations, class of 2019. You did it. Before we get to Ms. Workman and your diplomas, I want to give my annual State of the School statistics. Academically, this class consists of 20 students that were honored by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. We're also recognizing 46 students who received A's in every class that they took in their high school career. That is the highest number I can remember us having at Mayo High School in my tenure here. Our Fine Arts Department had another phenomenal year. Our 3 plays received rave reviews from all that attended and were a joy to watch. We had over 100 students earn top scores at Region 1 AA Solo Ensemble Contest. 6 of those musicians also performed in the all-state bands, orchestra, and chorus. I also have to add that at the State High School Visual Art Competition, 13 students received an award of Superior and 8 received an award of Excellent. We had 4 athletic teams and 29 individuals qualify in the respective sports for the state tournament. I'm also proud to say that our chess team were state champions this year. As you can tell, this was a very talented group of students who excelled in the 3 A's. But when I talk about Mayo High School, I talk about a lot more than that. I talk about our school culture, and that's what separates us from everyone else. In talking about culture, Mahatma Gandhi said, "A nation's culture resides in the hearts and souls of its people." I can't think of a quote that better fits Mayo High School. At Mayo, we have a staff that is second to none. They set the tone for our culture and are an amazing group of people. Many of them are here today, and I'd like to thank them one more time for everything they do to make our school a delightful place. I'm also blessed to work with the greatest admin team in the state of Minnesota, and not many people can stand up here and say that they're fortunate to work with people who are so professional but are also just good friends, and I got to thank them for everything that they do. I told you yesterday how much this class means to me, and I really do mean that. This class has just been amazing. Class of 2019, you've been great role models for the underclassmen, and you've taught them what it takes to be a Spartan. You're a class that truly cares about not just what's going on in our school or with your friends, but your goal is to make this world a better place, and I'm confident you will do that. Here are just a few highlights of the amazing selfless things that this class has done. The last 2 years in the month of December, when most people are worried about getting presents and doing things that are kind of selfish, your combined efforts as leaders has raised close to $120,000 for GOFA. That's amazing. And I have to say, that is more than Century and JM combined. You've been instrumental in leading change with mental health programming in the Rochester Public Schools. We now have counselors in the elementary schools, a resiliency specialist in the high schools, and you've also started up a peer mental health support group at Mayo High School that's there to help students deal with daily issues that arise. These changes will impact students for years to come. You've helped write our site equity goals, presented at staff meetings, and made our student school board a group that other schools in the state are now trying to replicate. You've also started a unified Spartan Club that our state has recognized as a model of excellence, ensuring that all Spartans are feeling a valued part of our school. This class has been amazing. You've raised the bar to a level that I do not know if any other class will be able to achieve. Because of that, I personally want to thank you for each and every one of you for all that you have done for our school and our community. I wish you the best in your future. And remember, to be a Spartan is to be the very best one can be. Ms. Workman, it is my pleasure as principal of Mayo High School to present to you 400 graduates for the graduating class of 2019. They have successfully met all the requirements for their diplomas as set forth by the Minnesota Department of Education and the Board of Education of the Rochester Public Schools.
Mayo graduates, families, faculty, friends, and guests, It is my privilege to stand before you this afternoon to make a few short remarks on this important occasion. Today marks one milestone of many that you will experience in the years ahead. Today is your day as together we celebrate your graduation and as you take the next steps on your life's journey. So here are a few things to ponder. Be honest and truthful in all your endeavors. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Listen, especially to those with different perspectives who may not look like you, who may speak a different language, who may worship differently or not at all, who may be of a different ethnicity or have different traditions and customs. Please stick up for the underdogs, those who are vulnerable, who need to be cared for. Smile. Remember, you don't have to go it alone. Needing and asking for help is not a weakness. Be the person you want others to be, because to be a Spartan is to be the very best one can be. Participate and be involved wherever you find yourself, because together people make a difference. Mr. Olson, on behalf of the Rochester School Board, I accept the Mayo High School class of 2019 as having met all requirements for graduation from Rochester Public Schools. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to present diplomas to the student speakers and readers on stage. Lisa Alexander. Sydney Clark. Skylar Ketchley. Bennett Ulkers. We will now proceed with presenting diplomas to the rest of the class of 2019.
Amino Abdallah.
Sky.
Amino Abdallah. Lorenzo Osborne.
Sabrine Abdi. Siham Abdi.
Samaya Abdi. Bryn Adams.
Carter Adams. Opeyami Ademola.
Abubakar Aiden. Sawad Ahmed.
Mohammed Ali. Nasro Ali.
Andrew Almer. Gabriel Amager Jr.
Manar Al-Rubayawi.
Carl Anderson. Kylie Anderson.
Jacob Anglin. Noah Errol.
Annalie Atkinson. Jasmine Atwood.
Omar Aziz. Samantha Bach.
Abdi Rahman Bare. Joelle Beal.
Sophia Belmer. Samuel Benscoter.
Darium Bergeson. Alicia Bergstrom.
Lee Bernstein. Kyle Berquam.
Elizabeth Barumman. Trevor Bidwell.
Michael Bigalk. Justin Bobendreyer.
Mina Boonhan. Porter Bow.
Jeremy Brovin. Catherine Brown.
Abigail Browning.
Kiana Buford. Riley Burns.
Quincy Bush. Alexis Bussey.
Madeline Buttram. Peyton Butterfield.
Emily Collier. Benjamin Campo.
Svetlana Karsten. Dallas Carter.
Jacqueline Castillo Cavillo. Silvano Castillo Moreno Jr.
Sergio Serrero. Zani Chang.
Michaela Chanhoy. Cody Chanthy.
Lena Chia. Constance Chen.
Elia Chief. Lucas Chinney.
Aaron Clark. Kara Clark.
Emma Clement. Kalia Coates.
Anna Colby. Joshua Collins.
Brianna Cookman. Donal Couch.
Ronan Couch. Olivia Crawley.
Michael Crum. Rodrigo da Silva.
Sheldon Day. William Dean.
Abigail Dietz. Sarah DeLone.
Levi DeYoung. Christopher Diaz.
Michael Diaz. Calvin Dixon.
Angela Josu. Samuel Dostal.
Frank Dreyer. Brooke Dreyer.
Isabella Dunbar. Ian Durrigan.
Fiona Ealing. Amanda Idom.
Mohammed El Gadal. Nora Ellingson.
Frederick Almos. Gloria Unghang.
Austin Evgen. Christina Fagg.
Muntas Farah. Reed Fessenmeyer.
Tate Feek. Riley Finley.
Davy Flowers. Ava Fogarty.
Caleb Fremling. Owen Freshwater.
Eduardo Garcia. Ruby Garrison.
Genesis Gacheko. Jacob Gatke.
Zachary Gatke. Gabriel Gothier.
Yushuen Gang.
Dalton Gertz. Ridwan Getty.
Benjamin Gifford. Ethan Jervik.
Joseph Goldsmith. Melanie Gonzalez.
Griffin Grabow. Jasmine Graham.
Courtney Granboyce. Caden Green.
Jada Green. Natalie Greenwood.
Cullen Grinnell. Cole Gunnison.
Lydia Hatch. Nicholas Hain.
Logan Hammernick. Alana Hamp.
Autumn Harf. Madeline Harris.
Spencer Harrison. Andrea Hart.
Elijah Hart. Connor Haskins.
Zachary Haas. Ethan Heinzel.
Joseph Hemingway. Sophia Hendrickson.
Aiden Higgins. Thomas Hildestead.
Quincy Hill. Damon Heinrichs.
Julia Hintermeister. Renna Hintermeister.
Christian Hode. Daniel Hode.
Esmir Hojic. Sierra Hoffbauer.
Oscar Hogan. Brian Hogue.
Bailey Holmes. Tegan Holmes.
Jack Holton. Timothy Huff.
Michael Hausmans. Alexa Rushka.
Mariana Hudson. Caitlin Hoy.
Thomas Humke. Abdi Fatah Hussein.
Ashley Ibarra. Raouf Iftikhar.
Ryan Erkey. Carter Inman.
Jasmine Jeckert. Eric Jensen.
Olivia Jensen. Benjamin Johnson.
Ian Johnston. McKenna Jordal.
Jacob Kalina. Katerina Kalinichenko.
Ardas Kanwar. Bryce Carey.
Dakota Kelly. Simon Kennel.
Gwendolyn King Lundy. Shelby Kozak.
Maria Kraus. Meta Kremers.
Caitlin Kreener. William Kruger.
Hannah Queasley. Mateusz Kukla.
Sandhya Kumar. Andrew Lannon.
Abby Larson. Brandon Larson.
Claire Larson. Mary Loudon.
Tao Lee. Adam Leary.
Kristen Lee. Allison Levin.
Renee Lisofskis. Bailey Loberg.
Fernando Loera Carbajal. Alexander Lopez.
Israel Lazoya Jr. Jorge Luzano Santos.
Ian Mako. Ethan Magnuson.
Esther Meyer. Kaylee Mila.
Rohan Manked. Phony Marcelino.
Olivia Markison. Jesus Martinez.
Bridget Maxwell. Ian McBain.
Jacob McCabe. Brent McElmurray.
Anna McGinney. Ellie McIntyre.
Thomas McLean. Claire McClellan Cassidy.
Devin Meads. Taylor Meads.
Lily Medorio. Lainey Mendoza.
Kelsey Menges. Clayton Myers.
Matthew Michael. Joanna Minifee.
Avanish Mizra. Lake Moger.
Abdullahi Mohammed. Anath Mohammed.
Fatima Mohammed. Hanat Mohammed.
Mohammed A. Muhammad. Mohammed I. Muhammad.
Naimo Mohammed. Korea Mohammed.
Mohammed Mohammed. Nasro Muhammad.
Nimko Mohammed. Katera Moore.
Arturo Moreno. Olivia Morgenthaler.
Alexis Mulholland. Jack Murphy.
Hamza Musa. Jabril Muse.
Eleanor Muzzy. Noel Muzzy.
Grant Natsky. Alexis Nelson.
Claire Nelson. Catriel Nelson.
Lane Nelson. Benjamin Newbegin.
Eden Newman. Deontay Newton.
Charlie Wynn. Alexander Norby.
Emily Norman. Kara Osegeda.
Ashley Olson. Abdirahim Omar.
Naima Omar. Yasmin Omar.
Connor Osborne. Ali Osman.
Elham Osman. Sangva Takuntera U.
Riley Overton. John Pachetti.
Michaela Paul. Kylie Pelone.
Maya Pardonani. Carrie Parsons.
Rohan Patel. Jacob Patterson.
Jamie Pavone. Isabella Pearson.
Alexis Pena. Luis Pena.
Justin Peterson. Ashley Penninger.
Aurora Pichet. Marshall Peens.
Fernando Pina. George Pingree.
Cade Poppy. Shaylee Powell.
Trevor Price. Alexandro Somas.
Matthew Rahman. Samuel Ramirez.
Serena Raven. Grant Reeves.
Skylar Reifsland. Eliza Raymond.
Jack Remick. Michelle Reynolds.
Michaela Richer. Liddy Rinden.
Logan Ripley. Jordan Riska Taylor.
Chloe Robinson. Madison Robinson.
Javier Rojas Vasquez. Yuriana Roldan Florentino.
Luis Romero. Hannah Rudd.
Abraham Rueda. Mitchell Sanborn.
Isabel Sanchez Cruz. Janeth Sanchez Sosa.
Nikita Sandstrom. Robert Schmidt.
Andrew Schneekloth. Anna Scott.
Peyton Scripture. Joseph Sodarski.
Alfonso Segovia. Christopher Serrano Luciano.
Alejandro Sorato. Amit Sethi.
Megan Sharp. Joshua Shoden.
Emily Seam. Donovan Simmons.
Stephen Sinacrope. Alex Smith.
Madeline Smith. Shane Smith.
Amalin Saraja. Abu Bakr Sufi.
Nathan Spindler Craig. Olivia Stelmaker.
Zachary Stewart. McKenna Studer.
Damian Sturgill. Alexander Sullivan.
Ethan Sullivan. Cole Sunday.
Isaiah Severson. Ali Sazinski.
Muntaha Taha. Radir Taha.
Ernestina Telemontes. Carlos Tapia.
Alexandria Taylor. Isabel Temeskin.
Zoe Temeskin. Ashley Terrell.
Andrew Thompson. Autumn Thompson.
Zeta Thoreau. Michaela Tanana.
Leah Tollefson. Matthew Tran.
Mikey Tran. Sabrina Tran.
Nayeli Trinidad. Emma Turnchich.
Sophie Truesdale. Jose Valdez.
Michelle Vale. Richie Van.
Ghislaine Van Ert. Andrew Vandal.
Joseph Vlahakis. Maria Vernovska.
Emily Wandler. Jacob Weiner.
Michael Weiner. Naya Waivoda.
Madison Welch. Thomas Welch.
Annie Went. Griffin Waggart.
Hannah Wiggins. Andrew Weigel.
Ingrid Wilder. Elizabeth Williamson.
Catherine Williamson. Austin Wilchin.
Isaac Winter. Jack Wood.
Ashish Yadav. Pahua Yang.
William Yang. Marcus Yao.
Zheying Yi. Devante Young.
Yusur Yusuf. Segal Yusuf.
Enya Zavala Tinoco.
I present to you the graduated class of 2019 for Rochester Mayo High School. Students, at this time, you may move your tassels from right to left, and from one alum to another, congratulations. After the students have received their diplomas out there, please feel free to take pictures in the auditorium. Outside, there's a nice little backdrop. You can use the field out here. Ask for your patience and understanding for exiting the building, as I expect it might take some time with the construction. But thank you so much for coming. We ask that parents and guests please remain standing in their place until all graduates have exited. Mr. Cole, you may begin the song.